Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Faiz Amanulloh. I am student of Telkom University majoring in Diploma Information System. Well, I am here want to tell you about the app that I made to fulfill my last project. So this is it. The web-based application of water complaints for customers and SMS gateway at PT Aitra Air Jakarta. So what is a web-based application? So web-based application is application software that runs on a server web, unlike computer-based software programs that are run locally on the operating system on the device. Part 1, Introduction. So first thing first, I want to tell you all about the PT Aitra Air Jakarta. So the PT Aitra Air Jakarta is a regional drinking water company that is responsible for efforts to provide services to the community in the clean water service sector, namely clean water that is suitable for consumption and is suitable for other community needs. The problem is customer complaint service that are still manual. Make customer who wants to complain, they must come to the place directly. So they need a web-based application to accommodate complaints from their customer. So I decided to make a web-based program for PT Aitra Air Jakarta to accommodate complaints from the customer. Next, the background of the problem. Yeah, the background of the problem is if there is a lot of increasing numbers of customers, PT Air Jakarta service quality needs to be improved. Moreover, service to the new customer is a form of prime service implemented by PT Air Jakarta. And so the main problem of PT Air Jakarta is how to accommodate complaint from their customer efficiently. Next, the working method. So the working method here, I want to use a development program with SDLC waterfall method. So that there is first step is analysis, second is design and code or implementation and testing, and the last step is maintenance. Why I take this method? So this method takes an approach systematic starting from need analysis, design, coding or implementation, testing, and the last is maintenance. Next, so this is first step in the waterfall model. So the first is analysis. In this case, analysis done by analyzing document which is used in the complaint service at PT Aitra Air Jakarta and implementation procedures complaint service. So I also did the interview with the head of the field equipment, maintenance, and the service section. The second is design. App design will use the UML diagrams, business process mapping using BPMN, and table relation with ERD. Design is to determine what features will be contained in each user, create display design, then determine the initial appearance of the app, what to be created. So the next step is implementation or code or building. So in this step, I start to code all of the design result to make the function. Tools that I use to code is Sublime Text 3. My language is PHP and the framework is CodeIgniter. Next step is testing. In this step, the app will be tested through the black box testing concept. The purpose is to test whether the app is still under development or there is an error or not, and make the solution. In this step, I used to fix the bug of the app. Now, there is the last step is maintenance. So maintenance is the last important step in waterfall SDLC. Yeah, it is true. In this step, we can use to fix the bug on or analyzing what is wrong with the application and build it from the start, because we use this waterfall model. Part 2, literature review. So this is my literature review. First thing, modeling tools. Modeling tools that I used in for building this web-based application for PT Etra Air Jakarta is, first I used business process model annotation, or we call it BPMN for the business process. And second is use case diagram, and third is class diagram, and the last is entity relationship diagram, or we can call it ERD. B, build tools. So the build tools here I used is first MySQL and PHP, of course. MySQL is the database that we accumulate the data from the server, and PHP is the code. Second is XMPP. So the XMPP is contained in MySQL. We can connect the code with the database with XMPP. Third and the last is code igniter for the interface of the program. Next, part 3 is analysis and design. This is my design of use case diagram. So you can see it from the display. So this is my use case diagram. Next, B, ERD, or entity relationship diagram. There is a lot of table. There is pelanggan table, supervisor, teknisi, keluhan, and role. Next is part 4, implementation and testing result. So after we design and code, we should implementation and testing the result. What is the result of this code and the design? First is interface. We should look at the interface. So this is the login page of the web-based application of PT Etra Air Jakarta. So we can see this. There is silahkan login PT Etra Air Jakarta text. You can put your username there and password, then login. And if you don't have any account yet, you can register in the next step. Registration page. Yeah, this is that I said earlier. And this is a home page for consumer or customer. So we build this web-based application with 2 levels of user. First is administrator and customer. So this is the homepage of the customer. In the customer, we can add data for complaint in the fourth screenshot here. So there is a form pengajuan keluhan, and you can put your name there or the address, and you can submit your complaints there. And next is showing data. So this is data for your complaints here in the web-based application. And next screenshot is the history. So what is your complaint submitted to the web? So yes, as I said earlier, I built this program with two level of user, and this is the admin homepage. You can see that there is a like diagram, and next is edit profile user. So this is for if you want to change your picture or your name, there is a mistake on your name, you can use the edit profile user page here. Next is edit password user, and if you have any problem with your password, uh, you can edit your password here. And last is task in page. This is the task in page for the admin user. So if the customer submitted the complaints here, the complaint will show up in the task in page admin page. So this is it. And the last is role access page. So the admin can change the role access page for the users of this web-based application program of PT Aitra Air Jakarta. Part 5 is conclusions and suggests. Part 5. Part 5 is conclusion and suggest. So the conclusion here, the web-based of the accommodate complaints for customer and SMS gateway of PT Aitra Air Jakarta features that are capable was built with features that are capable manage and store data starting from input customer complaints, see complaint data, complaint history, and water statistical data. So the second conclusion is this web-based application gives convenience for customers who will input water complaints, because customer can input with easily through the online web application, as well as application provide water statistic features for customers who want to find out online. So the last is this is my references. I read the book from Roger Espressman and blah blah blah. I think that's it. Thank you for your attention. See you next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.